Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. This is a public meeting and there are no lettings or no hearings today. So I would ask that only members of this board be allowed to speak unless recognized by myself or the secretary. At this time, I'll ask the secretary to please call the roll.
Director Coyle,
Present.
Director Davis,
Present.
Director Hayes,
Present.
Director Pearson,
Present.
Director Skouby,
Present.
Director Williams, present, President Bradley.
Present, we have a quorum. I will call this meeting to order.
Regular business from the President. Recommendation that approval be given as follows. Board Order Number 800. Whereas the Charter of the City of St. Louis grants the Board of Public Service a number of duties and responsibilities, including regulation, investigation, and approval of a variety of important city transactions. And whereas Curtis B. Skouby, P.E., has been employed with the City of St. Louis Water Division for over 38 years. And whereas in 1985, he began his career as a civil engineer, 1, 2, and 3, working on projects involving the renovations and installations of the Chain of Rocks and Howard Bend water treatment plants. And whereas in 1999, he served as a water production engineer, managing the water treatment operations at the Howard Bend water treatment plant. Kurt was in charge of ensuring adherence to various state and federal regulation. He implemented changes required by new laws. He led a self-assessment of the plant's treatment process to optimize water quality under the Partnership for Safe Drinking Water Program. The plant qualified for the Director's Award under this program, which the plant has maintained ever since. And whereas in 2008, Kurt served as the Water Commissioner, managing a department of more than 350 employees with a budget of over $70 million. And whereas he was appointed to serve as Director of Public Utilities by 3 mayoral administrations and has served in this capacity while retaining the duties of the Water Commissioner. And whereas these years of services have been marked by exemplary dedication to the best interests of the community. And Kurt has worked constantly for the betterment of the City of St. Louis public water system, which contributes to the health, safety, and comfort of this community. And whereas the City of St. Louis has benefited greatly because of Kurt's leadership in guiding the Public Utilities Administration divisions. And whereas on behalf of the entire Board of Public Service, I want to express our sincere appreciation to Kurt for his loyalty to the City of St. Louis over the past 38 years and wish him much happiness as he began this new chapter in his life. Now, therefore, it is hereby ordered by the Honorable Board of Public Service that Curtis B. Skouby, P.E., be recognized for his years of guidance and direction to the business of this board, and that a copy of this board order becomes a permanent record of this public body. Amendment number 2 to Equipment Services Division Contract number 78099, Fire Apparatus Fleet Maintenance and Service Contract with Centennial Business Solution LLC. This second amendment extends the term outlined in Section 1 of the original agreement to March 14th, 2027. The new contract maximum not to exceed amount is $1,859,150. Equipment Services Division OSHA Annual Inspection, 5-year NDT Certified Diagnose, Dielectric, and Loading Testing, Various Aerial Fire Apparatus Equipment Services Contract with Industrial Inspection and Analysis. This contract provides service through August 28, 2029. The maximum not to exceed amount is $100,000. Plans and specifications for letting number 8779, Tower Grove Connector Phase One BPS project number R 2021-40-018. Federal project number CMAC 9901. The estimated cost of this work is $8,100,000 and is authorized and funded by multiple accounts. Plans and specifications for letting number 8780, concrete and brick removal, replacement and complete sidewalk installation, BPS project number SP 121. The estimated cost of this work is $900,000. Supplemental agreement number 3 to PSA number 1255, evaluation and concept studies of the Terminal 1 Arrivals Drive with EXP US Services, Inc. This supplemental agreement is amended to modify the scope of work and is authorized by ordinance number 71005. From the Office of Special Events, request for the following to be approved, subject to certain conditions. There are 7 special events to be declared as festival zones. Number 1, Trunk or Treat Fest will take place on Lee Avenue between North Grand and Peck on October 31st from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Setup and tear down will start at 2:30 p.m. and end at 8 p.m. Number 2, Cherokee Street Jazz Crawl will take place on Iowa, Ohio, and Texas, adjacent to Cherokee Street on November 2nd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Setup and tear down will start at 7 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. Number 3, Veterans Day Parade and Run will take place in Kaufman and Poker Parks and downtown on November 9th from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Number 4, St. Margaret's Feast Day will take place on Flat Avenue between 39th and Spring on November 16th from 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Setup and tear down will start at noon and end at 10 p.m. Number 5, Holidays in St. Louis Parade will take place on Market between Broadway and 18th Street and Kena Plaza on November 28th from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Setup and tear down will start on November 27th at 10 p.m. and end on November 29th at 2 p.m. Number 6, Central West End Holiday Extravaganza will take place on Euclid from Pine to Forest Park and Laclede from Euclid to Taylor on December 7th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Setup and tear down will start at 6 a.m. and end at 7 p.m. Number 7, Mary, Mangerie, and Market will take place on Merrimack between Louisiana and Compton on December 8th from noon to 4 p.m. Setup and tear down will start at 9 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency action the following: all labor, parts, and equipment to recondition 4 journal bearings and 12 Kingsbury thrust pad at the Howard Bend Water Treatment Plant. This critical pumping equipment aids Pump 16 with delivering water into the water distribution system. The estimated cost of this work is $14,000. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 132466, request by Good on Grand LLC to encroach with tables and chairs for a sidewalk cafe utilizing 160 square feet with liquor at 4317 Manchester Avenue. Application number 132552, request by E61 Cafe LLC to encroach with tables and chairs for a sidewalk cafe utilizing 190 square feet at 307 Belt Avenue. From the Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request by MSD for public improvement at 1726 Olive Street to improve approximately 352 linear feet of a defective 24 by 36-inch combined brick sewer and replace it with a 30-inch in diameter pipe. Request by Union Electric doing business as Ameren, Missouri, to replace, install, and remove poles along Berth Hall and Tam Avenue. Request by Union Electric doing business as Ameren, Missouri, to replace, install, and remove poles along Cherokee and Kosciuszko to upgrade conductors to handle new electric load at Millipore Sigma at 3300 South 2nd Street. Joint recommendation that 2 applications from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 86 for 4658 Gravois Avenue. Application number 95 for 618 North Euclid. We have 6 conditional use permits from the Director of Public Safety.
anyone with us today from the Department of Public Safety to present the conditional uses?
Yes, I don't see them.
Go ahead, Michelle, and just read through them, please.
Sure, recommendation that 6 conditional use permits be approved subject to certain conditions. 3827 Ashland Avenue, 4504 Clarence Avenue, 49 Henrietta Place, 4444 Virginia Avenue, 8301 North Broadway, and 2807 Sulphur Avenue.
Thank you, Michelle. Are there any questions or comments on today's conditional uses? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Greg Hayes, motion to approve.
Second, Skouby.
You directors, can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis. Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Pearson.
Aye.
Director Skouby.
Aye.
Director Williams. Aye. President Bradley.
Aye, today's conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from our last meeting, October 22nd, 2024. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as submitted? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Coyle.
Second, Davis.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Skouby,
Aye.
Director Williams. Aye. President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Thank you. Today's agenda, are there any questions or comments on today's BPS meeting agenda? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
So move, Pearson.
Second, Williams.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director, Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Skouby,
Aye.
Director Williams. Aye. President Bradley.
Aye, today's agenda is approved. Before we adjourn, I'm sure we all have some comments, and I would like to start and say, Director Skouby, I have a official copy of Board Order 800 here, which I will present to you when I see you in person. This is suitable for framing in your living room or wherever you'd like to hang it in your humble abode. I'd also like to say, on behalf of the Board of Public Service, thank you for your 38 years of dedicated city service, your 16 years as Director of Public Safety, and for being a good and true member of this board, always being present, always being involved and participating in all the discussions. And so I would like to take the opportunity myself to wish you a happy retirement, you and your wife and your family, the very best. You have certainly earned it. Don't be a stranger. If you get home and you feel like you're lonely, we would always love to have you back. So please keep that in mind. But I'm sure we're going to be in good hands. So I'm going to open the floor for any of the other directors that have any comments for Director Skouby, and then we'll allow him to address the board.
I would start, Director Skouby, thank you for your years of service. Congratulations. And I wish the very best for you as life moves on for you.
Thank you, Director. Other comments?
I don't
Yeah,
know
great.
if we're
Oh, go ahead.
protocol here, but I'm gonna jump in. I want to say thank you for your leadership and your guidance. As someone that has stepped into shoes of a very hard department to run, you've always been a voice of calm and reason for me. And so I do appreciate that. I appreciate your leadership. And as I put in my text message, sometimes it's just your smile that can calm the spirits of so many people. And when I think my world is crazy, getting on these calls and seeing your smile and your enthusiasm to be of service, knowing what you're going through, you still allow us to have a safe space here. And help us be better leaders. So I do thank you for that. And I wish you nothing but the best, and know that if you ever want to come back, you don't have to go back to the water department. You can come to the streets department. We'll take you here too, okay? But congratulations and best wishes on your next step in life.
Thank you, Director. Other comments from other directors?
Yeah, Greg Hayes here. Kurt, you've been nothing short of a first-class professional since the day I met you, and I'm not sure what year that was, but your calm and relaxed demeanor always was it was great to work. You were great to work with that demeanor. Your disposition, just outstanding. I don't believe, unless you correct me, I don't believe you and I ever had a crossword or a disagreement. I think we respected each other's stances, whether we were in line with each other or not. I could call you at 2 a.m. As you know, you and I in our jobs and some others on the call, we're 24/7 essentially. We don't just hang up the phone at 5 o'clock and call it a day. So I've called you at 2 and 3 a.m. You answer, we get problems solved. We solve things together. And that's just huge. I appreciate that responsiveness all these years. You will be missed, but I cannot be happier for you and your family. You deserve all that is good in life, and I'm glad it starts now for you. So please, like some others have said, please, hopefully you're not a stranger. I know you won't be, and I'm a phone call away whether you're retired or not.
Great. Thank you, Director. Other comments from other directors?
I'll just say
Go
that,
ahead, Adam.
I'll just say that for the personnel department, there's an administrative regulation that talks about a working test period, but there's also a retirement test period. And if you go home and you fail at retirement and you can't sit down and relax, we're gonna put you back to work again. So I didn't get a chance to work with you too much, just being new in this role, but from what I understand, and from what I've seen just this past year and a half, you've been a phenomenal coworker. We've gotten a chance to work a little bit together on one or two issues, and everything that I've seen, you carry yourself with expertise, knowledge, grace, class, all of that. So congrats on the retirement, well earned, and yeah, don't hesitate to swing by.
Perfect. Thank you, Director. Dr. Maddie.
You hate to go last after all these beautiful comments, but I think you see the consistent message in them, Kurt. May we all be thought of and regarded as highly as you are at the end of a retirement. And I think you're not one to seek the limelight. You're not one to seek positive feedback. You are just one to do the work. And I am so grateful. I will never forget our own project, that if it weren't for your calm hand, your experience, how much I learned about water in that project could have easily brought negative national issues, and you were available to us night and day. You educated us. And what I'll remember most is that not only did you educate us, but you yourself showed up and you lead by example. And so even though I am still a rookie by comparison, I just want to thank you for your example, your willingness. It has been a pleasure. If it's not triggering to you, anytime you want to have a drink or teach me a little bit more about local fishing after you have long left us, I'm your girl. So thank you so much, and happy retirement. You have more than earned it.
Thank you, Director. I think we covered everybody. Did I miss anybody? Michelle, would you like to make any comments?
Thank you, President. I sure do. Director Skouby, I started with the city in 2007, and I think I've known you since I've started. I started off in the Board of Aldermen, and we get a lot of customer complaints or customer calling in that need assistance. And whenever I called that your department or you and needed something to assist the citizens, you were always there. I didn't have to wait a day or two, a week or anything. You always come through. So I just want to say, thank you. I will miss you, and enjoy your retirement. So thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. And certainly I don't want to leave out Nancy Walsh. If there's anything you'd like to say as our city councilor's representative and guide on the board.
President Bradley, you're very kind to include me. I would just say that in my limited time of working with Director Skouby, I agree with about calm. So say he makes a decision, he makes the right decisions, and he says thank you a lot, which always makes the law department very happy and makes you want to come to work again the next day. So thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. If there's no other further comments that the directors would like to make at this time, I'd like to ask Director Skouby to make the motion to adjourn at his last meeting, please.
Gladly. I think I got on the agenda big time today, so I move to adjourn.
And by the way, is there anything that you wanted to say to everybody? Because we haven't got a second on that yet.
Oh, yes. Whereas on this day of October 29th, 2024, whereas I, Curtis B. Skouby, PE, greatly appreciate all your comments. Let the record be shown.
The record will definitely reflect that. We thank you. Round of applause.
Yeah, it's, in all seriousness, I've always enjoyed the BPS meetings and the relationships you build with each other. It makes it fun. It is definitely a fun meeting, and I always enjoy it. And interacting with you, I think it smooths the way for conducting businesses outside of the meeting itself. So thank you all. I will miss you and miss this meeting, which may be hard to believe at times.
Well, we certainly will miss you. So we have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Greg Hayes, second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Meeting adjourned. Director Skouby, adios.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take care.
Thank you, Kurt. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck, Kurt. Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.